What's up, guys? Swordsman here. We are 1 week away from Battlefield 4 going live next Tuesday. You know, we're getting close. Maybe it'll be sometime in the afternoon like Battlefield 3's release with how they did that with the time zone. You can VPN type deal. Maybe. I don't know. They did it before. I think SimCity this spring could have been done with the same thing. I don't know. We are getting close. This is some more domination gameplay. I'm using the semi-automatic shotgun. I forget the name offhand. I'm very bad with names. You guys know this. Map names, weapon names. It takes me a while to learn them and commit them to memory unless they're really interesting to me. This gun it performed fairly well. I thought it was probably a better overall shotgun, a more effective shotgun than the 870, though it wasn't as fun to use as your typical pump action. But that is just my opinion. Maybe you guys liked it more, maybe you guys liked it less. I don't know. There was only 2 available out of the 10 or so shotguns that will be in the final game, which I'm very excited for. There's going to be so many shotguns, so many cool things to try out. Lots of different ammo types. I think there's even a new type. I'm not completely sure about that. I'd have to go back and check those EA LA YouTube videos, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I know I'm getting more excited by the minute, and I wanted to let you guys know that the latest episode of the Game in Progress podcast, the podcast done by the D Crew, is now up on Podbean. It might be up on iTunes by the time of this gets posted. I'm not completely sure about that. Damn tree. But it is a pretty good podcast, I think. We have a pretty good time. It's just the D Crew bullshitting together, talking about the things that's on our mind. We don't tend to hold things back. We tend to be pretty off the cuff, and we discuss a variety of topics. This week in particular, we started off again with Battlefield 4 like we've done the last 3 podcasts, because it's pretty much the big game that means a lot to us. And it could be our return to awesomeness. So from there, we talked mostly about the patch notes that came out of the beta, the things that they said will be changing based on the beta feedback and everything. It's just a giant list of everything that basically confirms why this wasn't a demo and why there was a lot of good changes that came from it. And so hopefully you guys will like that. If you're curious about any of our thoughts on it, we went into pretty much all of the details and our reactions to them. We were pretty positive overall. Some negative things that went awry, but I had to step in and save the day. We also talked a little bit about Hearthstone. At this point, myself, Atheo, and Jay Kaiser have gotten into the beta. We've been having a pretty good time so far. We have a few comments to give on it, some things to share with you guys, and maybe you guys have the beta as well. Maybe you guys are looking forward to it. We did talk about that, but then we came to some viewer emails, or listener emails, I guess, which was a lot of fun. We don't get a ton of emails so far. We still are fairly new, and we don't have that big of a listener base, but the emails were fun. We liked fielding questions from our friends and listeners that have been following us for years. So if you guys want to send us an email to have us discuss on air or whatnot, it is GiP Podcast at gmail.com. You can find all that out in the podcast itself. The link will be down below. I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. We had a couple outtakes that we usually like to start off the podcast roll itself with a little outtake that we include. And we sometimes like to have an end cap. The end cap for this particular week, after the podcast technically ends, I found to be hilarious. It happened before we even started the podcast, when we were recording, just off the cuff. Stone busted out with his true feelings on something. So I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys will too. You can go check it out. It is on Podbean, as I said. I'm getting excited for Battlefield 4. Hope you guys are too. I'm looking forward to the other maps. They seem to be pretty good based on what we've seen. And it should be a good time had by all. Went 8-4 in this game despite joining late. Had a pretty good time. Sorry for the crop footage. I believe it came from playing in windowed mode, because I couldn't get the borderless to work for me, and playing full screen would frequently cause me to crash when I tried to alt-tab for things. So that's just me. I'm an alt-tab fiend. I'm sorry. Alright guys, I will see you next time. Let me know what you think of the podcast. Give it a listen. If not, no big deal. I'll see you guys later.